We have a Rick Wiles. Should we do the Rick Wiles? What do you think?
Oh, let's ask. What do you guys think? Rick Wiles?
Couple of yeses. 3 yeses. 4 yeses. They're all coming from Twitch, you guys. Twitch gets it faster than LEL.
Yeah, they do.
Twitch gets it real fast. Rick Wiles coming up. All right, we're going to do a Rick Wiles. All right. Rick Wiles, here we go. This is... Rick Wiles declares that the Republic is over, Tom. The Republic is over.
Oh.
Yeah, that happened, actually, guys, about 3 years ago. Yeah. And was confirmed this last week when we shot tear gas at fucking peaceful protesters. So actually every moment of it is confirmed, but that's just one that pops into my head. So.
Yeah, kind of part and parcel. Like if you don't have, any constitutionally protected rights anymore.
Yeah, then I guess maybe there isn't a Republic.
I agree with Rick Wiles. That's the first time I'm going to say it. I agree with Rick Wiles.
So I'm going to play this. I'm going to actually skip over some of this stuff. Here we go. So here's Rick.
The Republic is over. End of story, and I honestly can't think of a reason I should continue True News.
Okay, all right. It's settled then, Rick.
I love when guys have I'm going to take, they threaten to take their ball and go home, and then they never do.
Oh,
they never do.
Sometimes that even happens in the atheist community.
Yeah. Yeah, but usually they try to get more patrons or they're going to do it. Don't make me become a comic.
Don't make me not record anymore. Record this show. Don't make me do that. Don't make me stop my hobby. How dare you?
I'm going to post on Facebook about how I'm leaving Facebook.
My favorite shit is when people do that and someone posts that meme, which is, it's not the airport. You don't have to announce your departure. Nobody fucking cares, man.
Right?
People do that. We got a tweet last week. A couple people tweeted at us to tell us how they used to listen to us and now they don't, now that we have Trump derangement syndrome or whatever. And I was thinking to myself, you didn't listen to this show. Who the fuck? You never listened. You just heard it. You just heard it. It made you laugh maybe once in a while, and we never talked about the issues that are now coming out where people are losing human rights, and you didn't care about it before. Now you do. All right. I'll play more Rick.
Somebody here says they took their ball and left the country during the Reagan administration. I looked that up last week. It's so hard to leave the country.
Yeah.
When you're over 35, all the other countries are no. You're old and they don't want you anymore.
Is it easier if you don't have kids, you think?
No, the kids don't matter.
Doesn't matter?
It's a job and the age.
Okay.
So if you have a job and a skill set that they want in that, then yeah. If you're young, you can usually go because they want young workers to come in, a lot of countries. Or
but if you're self-employed, they're fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're part of a certain category of jobs.
I see.
So
anybody who's listening from overseas, if you want to adopt Tom or I, you let us know.
I took the Can I Go to Canada test and I got the email back from Canada that was
no.
Sorry about that. No.
No, eh?
I started 22 years ago pleading. Our name was America's Hope. Jesus Christ is America's only hope. I pleaded and pleaded and pleaded. America, you're on the wrong path. If you don't turn, come back to God, great trouble is ahead. They didn't turn. So the God-hating communists are now in control of the country. I know.
Gosh. Could you imagine
I wish that were true.
Could you imagine if one singular communist was in government? Could you imagine? Gosh, man. What would that be like, huh? If there was somebody, if there was a single person who cared about, your labor.
Communist?
Yeah.
What are you kidding me? We can't even get people to get health care.
Yeah. There's not even
we can't even get a progressive.
Yeah, there's not even a real progressive in government. What the fuck you're going? You jumped all the way to communist? Yeah, sure thing, Rick.
Oh, God.
What history shows about communist takeovers. They don't hand out Bibles. They burn Bibles. They burn churches. They slaughter pastors. They massacre Christian populations. That's what they do.
And I'm trying to think of when they did that. And
I'm sure that they just killed people, a lot of people indiscriminately too. So that's cool. I mean, I'm thinking about the Holodomor is one of the things where you're just like, that's just indiscriminate murder. You're like, okay, yeah. But I mean, I'm sure Christians died in it, but it doesn't count.
Right. Because like the fact that if the fact that you're Christian is incidental, then it's not the slaughtering of Christians, right?
Yeah.
That's no more than it's a slaughtering of mustachioed men. Okay, whatever.
And over and over
God,
and
that
over
guy's
again
head.
throughout history.
Okay, put this on Ian, put this guy on. People got to see this. This guy looks like fucking Chet from Weird Science after he got turned into a blob. What the fuck?
And we've seen this pattern over and over and over again throughout history.
So there's not going to be an anomaly. The same thing will happen here unless God intervenes in the very near future.
Well, you better get on your knees, bitch. You better start praying. You better start praying. It's on you, fucking Rick. What the fuck?
What do you think the precipitating event was, Cecil, that got him so worked up about the state of the republic? Like, he's like, unless God intervenes, these dark-skinned people are going to want rights.
What's the Apple? The Apple store got looted somewhere. He's just like, oh my God, where's my pearls at?
Or God's got to step in at any moment and fix this. Otherwise, we won't be able to choke a black man to death in the streets
in front of
anymore.
everybody. Yeah, guarded by his 4 armed guards. Yeah, we won't be able to do that anymore. What is America coming to?
Donald Trump is finished.
Good.
He will not be. Look, if you think he's going to win re-election and he's going to fight this group, they neutered him today. He was neutered in public today.
Well, to be fair, he's been neutered for a long time. Of all the people in the world that have got no fucking balls, fucking President Bone Spurs is high on the goddamn list.
Yeah, the guy who was fucking hiding behind the curtains in his bunker got neutered.
I'm expecting it.
How did you find his balls tucked up so high inside of his body? What do you have to do? Do you have to give him a bear hug to squeeze his balls out like a squeezy toy? How does that even work?
God.
He's like one of those stress dolls that the eyes shoot out of. You gotta squeeze him to knock his balls out of his body. That's how fucking high tucked up they were in there because somebody outside said a bad word or something.
Right.
And he ran scurrying down into the fucking basements of the fucking vault that he has underneath his goddamn building. There's never been a more neutered human being in the history of mankind. Unbelievable.
Can't call him the military now.
How can he call himself the commander-in-chief if the soldiers he's supposed to be leading are not there protecting him?
The only people...
Yeah, I mean, if he can't attack American citizens with soldiers like they were an occupying force, why do we even have a president?
That's were they watching something where he was unable to disperse the peaceful protesters with his massive show of violence?
What, did you not see that?
That's okay, this is the one time where Voltron didn't need the sword, They sent out the lions and it scattered the protesters.
The
there
lions,
was no need to bring out the big electric sword.
Yeah, that's because the lions, the robotic lions, didn't need their sword because sitting on the ground was a peaceful protester in the lotus position. That's why. Yeah.
Left are his hardcore supporters, and are they going to go out in the streets and be mowed down by the U.S. military? Because the U.S. military is going to be ordered, not by Trump, because he doesn't have control of the military anymore. The military is going to be ordered to shoot the Trump supporters.
Where are they? What are they going to go find them?
About?
Where are you going to go find them? Because they weren't out there.
Who is going to place it? Who is going to order that? The generals have come out one by one and been like, Yeah, the shit that we did do was fucked up.
Yeah. One of
and
the
we
generals
don't support the use of the military against our own citizens because, like, we swore an oath to totally not do that.
Yeah, and one of the generals even said, I made a bad call by walking with the president the other day.
Yeah.
Millie or whatever his name is. I forget. Miley Cyrus. I forget the guy's name.
Millie.
But anyway, that guy was
Millie
like,
and Esper have both come out and been like, yeah, we're not.
Nah, it's
we're
a
not on board
bad
with
call.
that shit.
No, one, I'm not going to do it, and two, I shouldn't have walked with you. It's just like, everybody says it's a bad call. These guys are just like, no, I really want to see a show of force. I really want you to ejaculate on my face. That's what I want. I want to live in an authoritarian place. Please tell me what to do. Tell me what to do, or I can't come. Tell me what to do.
Those armed rebels, they go in the street.
That's what happened today. So think about it over the weekend. Contemplate the reality of it. I know my history. I want to vomit today. I just...
So does everybody else who listens to you. I'm done.
Good Lord,
You're
man.
a twat. Get the fuck out of here. God. Unreal.
Jesus Christ.
What a fucking idiot. Jesus. I can't believe how many fucking bootlickers there are out there that want to see the army hurt other people because they're just like literally standing in the street saying, don't kill black people. I mean, I just don't get it. They want to see, you look on Twitter and all these other places, especially when the president tweets out law and order, which he does every third day now. And just read
What
the
does
tweets
it even
underneath
mean when you tweet it?
He just loves that show, Tom. He just thinks it's great. He's
fucking doesn't mean he just loves the show.
He doesn't. I've never seen him tweet out West Wing, which is weird, but he definitely tweets out Law and Order. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy that there's so many people in the world, and somebody says, yeah, it's because it benefits them. It's so true. It's because it benefits. It's because it's on their side. Because look at a couple weeks ago when they were talking about the tyranny of the mask. They were all in force out there. They were all out in the world stomping their feet and using their First Amendment rights just like everybody else was. But the moment it's about something else that they don't give a fuck about or they want to suppress, they are fucking 100% with the military murdering people.
Yeah,
they don't give a
because they're a bunch of fucking pussies about it. It's like, it's a fucking no step on Sneck flag and it's a fucking, all this shit. And at the end of the day, it's like, look, I just want to be white. And not have to deal with you.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Somebody posted on Twitter, please tread on me, daddy. And that's so true. So fucking true, man. So fucking true.